Hello, Stevies. Whew. Man, this thing looks good, don't it? I don't know who makes these foot controls. They were already on it when Miss Stevie bought it. One thing that I will say about them is that I don't know how much the camera is picking up, but if you hit an animal with this, that animal is going to be absolutely torn to shreds. Yep, torn to shreds. These impaling spikes that are on it, I don't know if I like those or not, but oh yeah, listen to that. She sounds good. Let's turn this. Oh man, a camper, really? Well, maybe he's one of them cool camper pullers. He's gonna haul the mail, right? Neutral again. Just barely twisting the throttle and this thing just takes off. It is so cool. So I need to give you guys an update on the trip that Mrs. Stevie and I took on the bike. I say the bike. We started out, she was riding her own bike, and we made it, I don't know, about 40 miles, which I interviewed her in my pickup last weekend when we were running a bunch of errands. Oh, Stevie's. Last weekend, like I said, we were going to go on a ride, and what ended up happening was we made it about 30 miles with Mrs. Stevie riding on her bike, and she said, you know what, I don't think I can do this. So what are your thoughts on that?
Seriously?
Yeah.
I don't know, I was just anticipating the ride itself, and I just couldn't do it.
Couldn't do it, or just didn't feel like you should?
I didn't think I could ride the whole way. So I didn't want to push it because I didn't want to get there and then tell you that we had to rent a pickup to put my bike in so I could drive home.
But you did the right thing though. You knew your limits, and you knew that you didn't want to make it the whole way. So see, I would rather have you do that than make yourself miserable.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you did a good job, and you rode farther than you've ever ridden before.
Right.
And we took the long way back home then.
Right.
Right. So you still got a 79 mile ride in it. So that is the what? Oh. So that's the farthest you've ever ridden.
Right.
So how did it feel when you got home from the work? I mean, was after you had already decided not to make it the whole trip, was there like a weight lifted off your shoulders or
Yes.
anything, and it was easier to ride?
Yes. I was relieved.
So then how was the rest of the trip after that?
It was fine. I was able to relax a little bit knowing that I was going to go that far.
Good. Yeah. Hats off to her for that. That is awesome. Don't try to think you need to extend yourself above your own ability. So we turned around, we came around the long way back home, and we put her bike in the garage, and I switched the King over to 2-up, put the big seat on it, the sissy bar and the windshield, and away we went. And I wore my half helmet, so I didn't motovlog anything, but I'll tell you what, I missed this helmet. I missed my full face helmet. One of the big reasons is it's got vents on the top, and I can feel the air rushing over my head. And with the half helmet, you don't have any vents on it. Your head's just stuck in that helmet with no airflow. And I missed the airflow. Another thing I missed was the visor, because it started to rain on us a couple times. When I went on the poker run with my cousin Johnny Rod, I rode in the rain a lot that morning. Full face helmet didn't bother me at all. half helmet riding in the rain with Miss Stevie on the back felt like little needles hitting my face, which I have felt 100 times before, and it never bothered me. So I did. I missed my full face helmet. And Miss Stevie said the same thing. She missed hers. So we rode up to Valentine, Nebraska. We got to the hotel. We went inside, got settled in our room, and then we went to the bunkhouse and ate, which, man, amazing food. Good home-style cooked food, you know what I mean? After that, we came back to the hotel, settled in to watch the Nebraska football game, and they canceled it because of weather. And I'm not saying that they didn't do a good job, that they didn't cancel it for a reason, because they say there was a lot of lightning around. And like I said, that's mostly, I mean, the fans. They're sitting in aluminum seats. Maybe you don't want the fans out there. But, so we didn't have the football game, and I looked over and Miss Stevie was sleeping anyway, so I just went to sleep. Got up the next morning, ate breakfast, and if you guys ever get a chance, if you go to Valentine and you stay at the Niobrara Lodge, they have got absolutely amazing breakfast. Biscuits and gravy, ham and sausage, eggs. Very, very good. Now, I have had better breakfast in a hotel, and that is at Hot Springs. I believe it's called Stay USA. They've got the best breakfast of any hotel I've ever been at in my entire life. Hands down. That's a nice camper. Pulling it with a half ton. Interesting. Neutral again. We kind of hurried back. We rode through the sand hills a little bit. Man, this Fury is just so much fun to ride. I really enjoy riding in the sand hills in western Nebraska. They are without, I'd say they're within top five scenery that I've ridden through. The Sand Hills Journey, I believe, is what they call Highway 2 that goes from Grand Island to Alliance. That is so much fun to ride. Get on the little back roads out there. I mean, they're windy. They're hilly. It's awesome riding out there. It is a lot of fun. If you guys have never done it and you don't live very far away, I highly recommend that you go do it. But then we rushed back. We had a going away party to go to, and that was a ton of fun. All the Stevies were there. Stevies that I haven't seen for a long time were there. Once you're a Stevie, always a Stevie. A buddy of ours and his wife that we haven't seen for a long time, we finally got to see him again, and man, it was just so good to reconnect with some of those people. But he is a principal at a middle school, so we really don't get to see a lot of each other, and they've got grandkids. I've seen everybody, and then we stayed at their house. Rocky, he's an absolute blast to be around, and his wife Shelly, who her and I fight like brother and sister, because she's just super annoying. No, I don't mean it. I'm just kidding. But we do fight like we're brother and sister about dumb, stupid things too. And that's not just one-sided either. She does the same thing. So anyway, Stevies, stay cool. And we'll see you out there on the road.